All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. The bonus to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the whole Folly Licked. Coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying. And about 2-3 weeks ago, we all have seen these boots trending everywhere on social platforms, being promoted by different entertainers of our people. And within, I think it was 2 to 3 days, something around about, these shoes were sold out. And who was buying these shoes? Your typical average everyday citizen, or the ones who keep up in this materialistic world. All right. Now, as you see what she has on the screen, the wording, it says, I truly believe these boots are a social experiment to see if humans are so gullible we will adopt literally anything as a trend. And this is true. And this mainly, happens within, the Israelite, within the children of Israel, you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans of Negro and Indian descent. Typically you are the people who adopt such things, and the people who promote these such things to you are other Israelites, which these ones are the ones in the entertainment business, whether they be your movie stars, rappers, comedians, etc. Now, you do have, other nations that do follow these different trends, because everyone wants to be like Jake. Jake is the soul of the earth. So I get it. And this is why they do it. Everyone wants to follow the cultures, of Jake, right? Which these cultures that our people follow today is no culture. These cultures are, they all lead to it shows, the destruction of our people, the cultures that our people follow today, because they're not following their true heritage, which is the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the holy scriptures, which is our wisdom in the sight of the nations. But, I'm bringing this out just to, point out, it just shows our people, this shows our people how, how silly and how gullible they actually are. Now I want to get this precept real fast. Let's get the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 6. It says, I'm reading in the NLT. It says, when they give, actually I read both. The KJV first says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. So folly, which is foolishness, is set in great dignity. And you have a lot of things like this, that is set on high. Things that are foolish, things that, is just vain. All right. But it's set in great standard, In the NLT, it says, when they give great authority to foolish people, right? And we know the ultimate fool is Esau, Edom, right? In low positions to people of proven worth, right? Now, as the scripture said in the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges. He covers the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So we know the earth is given into his hand. But he is a people of a low position. All right. Now, the Lord spoke about these people being what? The basis of men. Let's get it. The book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. All right. It says, for this had been decreed by the messengers, and it is commanded by the Holy One, so that everyone may know that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of the world. He gives them to anyone he chooses. And right now, Esau has been chosen to rule the earth right now. Esau has been chosen and set up in this position. Why? Because he is the end of the world. All right. It says he gives them to anyone he chooses, even to the lowest of the people. And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, he has been given this position of rulership, to destroy the earth ultimately, so he could be destroyed, right? Go potty now. Go. So leave that there. Do not take that with you. So ultimately, so he could be destroyed, you know, and he was put in this position to be a whooping stick to the children of Israel. Because remember, this is our captivity, and we are the reason why we were in this position, because we were disobedient unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? So it says he gives them to anyone he chooses, even to the lowest of the people. And Esau is the lowest of the people on the earth, right? The basis of men. Let's see if I can get another one. Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Not this one. It might be 10. Oh, even better. See, it was already in the verse. It says, verse 7 says, I have seen servants riding horseback like princes, and princes walking like servants. So who is the princes? Who are the princes? Well, us, the Israelites, Yasha Allah. Okay? We are the princes of the power, you know, but we are in a position where we're walking like servants, and the people who are servants, which is Esau Edom, right? We see him in power. We see him riding on the back, riding on the horseback like the prince, you know? All right. So, there's a point I wanted to, another thing I wanted to show you real fast. Okay. Let's type in this rich man. So let's go to, here we go. So let's go to the book of Luke. I haven't went over this in a while, so I'm gonna have to go back over this. But I wanna make a point in this lesson. All right. Or make a point on this particular thing, and I'm gonna show you this quick clip. Okay, so it says, so the book of Luke chapter 16, verse 19. So it says, and there was a certain rich man which was clothed with purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores, right? Now, this rich man represents Esau Edom, right? This man that fared sumptuously, okay? And the beggar is who? The beggar represents us, Israel, okay? So it says, desiring to be fed with crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. And this is what Jake do. Try to, like a dog that haven't ate, at the table, sitting there waiting for some food to drop. And at any chance they get, they go for it. Soon as they see something drop off, someone's plate. Let's say if somebody dropped a fork, or anything, okay? The dog is the first to go there and try to sniff it out and go eat. This is the mindset of Jake. Soon as Jake get an opportunity to do some foolishness, to gain something in this world, they do it. They seek it for anything possible to do. And it doesn't matter if they sell their soul or what, so they're just seeking out to be fed with these crumbs that fell from the rich man's table, and many other examples I could have made, but that was just something that first thought that came to my head. Okay, so it said, moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores, and these dogs represent the other nations. Okay, the sores represent the curses, because what these other nations, they helped forward, right? They helped forward our affliction in many different ways, and more that you can think of. So now, when I seen this pop up on my feed, I clicked it, and I knew some bit of it, but he goes into it, just like a minute clip of how. This is just an example to show you how these other nations are in alliance to help, afflict it or to destroy Jake, to keep us in this state. All right. So let's play this quick clip. Let's play this quick clip. All right. Let's see. Slovakia.
You know which country made TikTok? China. Do you know that China controls the algorithm of what you see? Do you know this? If you're in America and you open up TikTok, if you're in Britain and you open up TikTok, there is a specific algorithm to reach you that is not in China. If you're in China and you open up TikTok, What the Chinese government wants you to receive as youth, as people using TikTok, are people who are doing good things, achievements, youth making social enterprise, youth becoming successful in math competitions, youth becoming masters of karate, youth doing something with their life, and you are rewarded. That algorithm is that the Chinese government makes you see positive things for social development. Did you know here and in the United States, China, send you a different algorithm? Do you know what they send you? All the nonsense that you see. They want you to see girls dancing, boys and girls dancing with each other, pranks upon your parents, pranks upon people. How many pranks do you see? Yeah, I'm not saying it's not funny. Some of them are downright hilarious. But if you want to destroy a nation, destroy a generation, you make them in their mind be rewarded with the dopamine for thinking stupid things are good, thinking that this is what you're supposed to grow up doing. A large proportion of people grow up thinking that this is what life is about. But in China, they don't let their children think that. Next time you open up TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and you see this, understand that you are being played. Do you know which country made...
Okay, so that was just a quick example. You know how these other nations, they forward, the destruction, the psychological warfare, the spiritual warfare, the physical warfare, upon Jake, And when you think about these other nations, right? Jake, even if we live in, the suburbs, nice areas, however you want to say it, even or in the hood, who is operating these businesses? Who's operating the most of these businesses around, our areas where we live collectively, right? We ain't saying Jake don't got nothing, but who collectively have it, right? Moab, the so-called Chinese, Ammon, the so-called Japanese, right? Ishmael, Elam, they own all the gas stations and 7-Elevens and supermarkets and nail salons and beauty shops. Yeah, they got all that. Boost Mobile stores or different Metro PCS, different phone stores. The other nations got all that. You see? So, let me get this, right? Book of Psalms, chapter 83. Verse 2 says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head," right? Now, let's read in the NLT. It says, "Don't you hear the uproar of the enemies? Don't you see that your arrogant enemies are rising up?" And these nations are arrogant, man. They proud. These nations actually think they better than us. But they not. But Jake, the way you behaving yourself, this is why the nations think they better than you. Because you operate like brute beasts. You don't operate in wisdom. You don't operate in the spirit. You don't operate in the way of righteousness. That's why they don't look at you and say, is this the wise people? Is this the people of the Lord? Because you don't behave in such manner. You behave like your father, the devil, Esau, Edom, which is the lowest people of the earth. Which now leads me to this. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 2, "As the judge of him people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein." You see? So you're going to be just like the person who is operating, the city. You're going to be just like that leader. And the person that is in control, the person that is leading is a straight devil. And he does not operate in any way, shape, or form of righteousness. Let's continue. "They devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones." And that's talking about us, Israel. "Come," they say, "let us wipe out Israel as a nation. We will destroy the very memory of its existence." Yes, this was their unanimous decision. They signed a treaty as allies against you. So this was, Jake, you got to understand that these nations have joined themselves together to what? To come against us, right? So let's name these nations. It says these Edomites and Ishmaelites and Moabites and Hagarites and Gebalites and Ammonites and Amalekites and people from Philistia and Tyre. Assyria has joined them too and is allied with the descendants of Lot. All right. So it's naming these different nations, okay, who all joined forces against us, and every nation had their hand in the destruction of us. You know, I think that's in the book of Lamentations, right? But all these nations had their hand and foot on our necks, right? But it's starting with Esau, Edom, as it mentioned, you know. But who's next after Edom? Ishmael, the so-called Arabs. You see, and it's just so funny how a lot of our people want to convert, you know, to their madness and worship their deity. But go on right ahead, be joined to their idols, because you're gonna fall right with them. Right? But these, like I continue to say, these nations have did what? These nations have joined, you know, and helped afflict us with Esau, Edom. All right? Now, when you get the book of Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 15, it says, all who pass by jeer at you. They scoff and insult beautiful Jerusalem, saying, is this the city called most beautiful in all the world? Enjoy all the earth? All your enemies mock you. They scoff and snarl and say, we have destroyed her at last. We have long waited for this day, and it is finally here. So these nations are actually happy at the destitute of Israel, at the destitute of Jerusalem, when Jerusalem is a people before a place. Okay? And that's who? That's us, Israel. We are Jerusalem. All right? So, I mean, that was just a quick hit to the spirit. Lord willing, hope was edifying. Until next time, I want to say shalom.